And this is Purchase Late Night. Known Hollywood creep and human turtle Woody Allen came forward this week in what seemed like defense of Harvey Weinstein, saying that, quote, "We don't want it to lead to a witch hunt atmosphere, a Salem atmosphere, where every guy in an office who winks at a woman suddenly is suddenly having to call himself a lawyer to defend himself. That's not right either." I'm sorry, Mr. Allen. Is it not right? Because I'm personally not a fan of being winked at by strange men. Are you, Simone?
Can't say I am, Emma.
Interesting. The only reason that you should be winking at anyone in the office, Woody Allen, is if your old man medication is making you fall asleep at your desk.
And Woody Allen has a terrible track record when it comes to sexual misconduct. Letting Woody Allen give advice about how we handle accusations of sexual misconduct is like letting my kid nephew give me tax advice. No, 401k does not mean I get 401 cookies. And no, I cannot write off Pokemon cards as a work expense. But yes, I do have games on my phone.
That's true. In 1993, Woody Allen was accused of sexually abusing his 7-year-old daughter. And then in 1994, Miramax produced Allen's movie Bullets Over Broadway. Because as Harvey Weinstein said in a 1994 interview with the LA Times, quote, "Shunned by Hollywood means nothing to Miramax. We're talking about a comic genius."
Comic genius? All of Woody Allen's movies are the same.
It's true. So think an old man, we're talking like 60 to 80 years old, meets a young girl, preferably 18 or younger. Bonus points if she's your niece or daughter.
And the plot of the whole thing is, should I fuck her? And hey, chances are he does. We're all supposed to feel okay about it.
Yeah, and maybe being, quote, shunned by Hollywood didn't mean anything to Miramax, but it does mean something to the Academy. Amid the many accusations of sexual misconduct made against him, Harvey Weinstein has officially been expelled from the Academy of Motion Pictures.
Wow.
Yeah, come on!
You know, isn't it great when people face consequences for their shitty actions? Where have we seen that before?
Wow, where have we seen that before? I don't know. That's, where have we seen that? We haven't seen that before.
Right.
Interesting. Okay. Well, speaking of egregious human beings, Donald Trump made headlines last week for challenging Secretary of State Rex Tillerson to an IQ test. This comes in the wake of Tillerson allegedly calling Trump a, quote, moron, which frankly Trump should be taking as a compliment because we all know he falls way lower than that on the old school Binet scale.
I can see it now. Trump walking in, number 2 pencil sharpened, having freshly popped an Adderall he managed to buy off that one sketchy classmate of Barron's, looking up at the proctor and asking, "How do you spell IQ?"
And you know he's gonna lean over and try to cheat off his neighbors, but he'll claim that he invented those answers himself, just like he invented the word fake.
And he'll walk away triumphant with the same unearned confidence as his predecessors.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
In other news, the BET Hip Hop Awards happened last week with a notable freestyle by rapper Eminem during the annual Cypher. Those excited about seeing Eminem return to the rap game included people who think it's acceptable to eat Doritos and Mountain Dew Code Red for breakfast, and people who think Matt Damon is brave for having daughters.
Honestly, this is just further proof that white people need to stay away from hip-hop. Did you see all those black guys in the back behind Eminem? We've all been there, letting your white friends embarrass themselves, thinking they've got mad bars, when really, all they have is a bad case of cultural appropriation and a Spotify playlist with Kanye songs from 10 years ago called Lit City.
And finally, an Ohio man has made headlines for building a replica of an AT-AT Walker from Star Wars, which is 2 stories tall and towers over his home.
The replica was made just in time for Halloween, and we have audio of what the horn will sound like when he plays it for trick-or-treaters. Let's give it a listen. I am an adult virgin. I am a virgin. I've never seen boobs.
We have a great show for you tonight, guys.
We've got Fight Club coming on as our guest.
Nick Cadu will be our stand-up comedian this evening.
And Rachel Palacino is our musical guest.
Thank you so much for coming out tonight, you guys. I'm Pride.
I'm Prejudice.
We'll see you in a second.